What if the very thing you've been calling a problem is actually the universe calling you into your next level? Pause. Let that question sit for a moment. What if the stress, the frustration, the uncertainty you feel isn't a sign that life is going wrong, but a sign that your inner evolution is finally beginning? What if nothing has gone wrong at all, and all your resistance is coming from one place, the mind's habit of fighting reality? Today, we're going to talk about something that can change the way you move through life forever. Learning to stop resisting reality. Not because you should, not because spirituality requires it, but because resistance is the root of nearly all suffering, and acceptance is the root of nearly all peace. This is not about giving up, it's about waking up. By the end of this video, you will see your problems differently. You will feel differently. You will look at your life with deeper clarity, a gentler heart, and a more powerful spirit. So let's begin. 1. The invisible war we are all fighting. Every human being, including you, me, and everyone you know, is fighting a silent war. The war is not with people, not with circumstances, not with destiny, not even with the past. The war is with reality. The mind has a habit. It wants things to be other than what they are. If things are slow, the mind wants speed. If things are uncertain, it wants guarantees. If someone behaves in a certain way, it wants them to behave differently. If life challenges you, the mind says, this shouldn't be happening to me. And every time the mind says this should be different, you feel tension in your chest, tightness in your body, anxiety in your thoughts, and fear for the future. This is resistance. Resistance isn't loud. It's not dramatic. It's subtle, quiet, and constant, like a background vibration that drains your energy without you noticing. It sounds like, why is this happening? I can't believe this. This is too much. I wish this didn't happen. Life shouldn't be so hard. But here's the truth most people do not know. Reality is not hurting you. Your resistance to reality is. This is the spiritual difference between being trapped in life and being transformed by it. 2. Why we resist reality in the first place. Nobody resists reality on purpose. We resist because we want to feel safe. The mind thinks, if I fight what's happening, maybe I can control it. If I deny it, maybe I won't feel the pain. If I complain about it, maybe it will change. But resistance doesn't protect you. It keeps you frozen in the very thing you're trying to escape. Think about a moment in your past when something unexpected happened. A breakup, a loss, a financial struggle, a sudden change, a disappointment. Looking back now, was the event the painful part? Or was it the time you spent fighting it, denying it, asking why me, and refusing to accept it that caused the real suffering? The event happened once, but resistance made you relive it 100 times. Acceptance is not weakness, it's intelligence, it's spiritual maturity. It is the moment when your soul stops trying to bend the universe and finally lets the universe teach you. 3. Problems are not the enemy, they are the invitation. Here's the shift that will change your entire inner world. Life does not send problems. Life sends invitations. An invitation to grow, to see differently, to rise, to remember who you actually are beneath fear and conditioning. When something goes wrong, your mind panics. Your soul wakes up. The mind says, I'm being punished. The soul says, no, you're being prepared. The mind says, this shouldn't be happening. The soul says, this is your next lesson. The mind says, this will break me. The soul whispers, this will build you. When you stop resisting what's happening, you shift from fear to understanding. You shift from victim to creator, from chaos to clarity, and slowly, beautifully, naturally, what used to feel like a stressful problem begins to feel like a stepping stone on your spiritual journey, because it always was. 4. The moment when reality hits, and how it shapes you. Think about a moment in your life when everything changed, a moment that forced you to see life differently, even if you didn't want to. Maybe you lost someone, maybe you were betrayed, maybe something collapsed, maybe something didn't go the way you planned, maybe life suddenly stopped giving you what you wanted and started giving you what you needed. In that moment, there were 2 paths ahead of you. Path 1, fight reality, and stay stuck in pain, anger, frustration, and fear. Path 2, accept reality and awaken to a deeper version of yourself. Most people choose the first path, not because they are weak, but because they don't know the second path exists. Today, as you are listening to these words, your soul is choosing the second path. Because the moment you understand reality is not your enemy, life becomes your teacher. 5. The spiritual truth about problems. Here is something rarely said. Your problems are not distractions from your spiritual journey. They are your spiritual journey. Spiritual growth doesn't happen in meditation rooms alone. It happens in the middle of life, when your plans fall apart, when someone leaves, when your confidence breaks, when you feel lost, when your heart hurts, when you feel confused, when nothing seems to make sense. These moments are not signs that life is working against you. These moments are when life is shaping the strongest, wisest, and most awakened version of you. You didn't come into this world to avoid challenges. You came to remember your strength through them. When you stop resisting what's happening, something magical happens in your perception. You begin to see meaning where you once saw misfortune. You begin to see growth where you once saw trouble. You begin to see possibility where you once saw failure. You begin to see divine timing where you once saw delay. This is the beginning of spiritual freedom. 6. Acceptance is not liking what's happening. Let's clear something important. Acceptance doesn't mean agreement. It means acknowledgement. You don't have to like what happened. You don't have to pretend it's fun. You don't have to be happy about it. You only need to stop fighting the fact that it did happen. Because the moment you accept reality, you stop wasting energy pushing against a closed door, and you finally have the strength to walk through a new one. Acceptance is not saying, I'm okay with it. Acceptance is saying, I'm okay with moving forward from it. There is a softening in your heart that happens when you stop trying to force life to be something it's not, and that softening is healing. 7. The 4 levels of acceptance. Where are you? Every person moves through 4 levels when reality hits. Level 1, resistance. This shouldn't be happening. I don't want this. Level 2, awareness. This is happening. Level 3, acceptance. I can handle this. Let me work with reality, not against it. Level 4, transformation. This is teaching me something. This is shaping me. This is guiding me. Most people get stuck on level 1, but every time you breathe, pause, and allow reality to be what it is, you rise into level 3 and 4. This is spiritual alchemy, turning pain into wisdom, turning challenge into character, turning uncertainty into surrender, turning fear into faith. 8. The mind's favorite illusion. If I resist, I will feel safe. Let me give you a relatable example. Imagine you're driving. Traffic suddenly stops. You get irritated, you complain, you get impatient, you want everything to move, but nothing changes. Traffic doesn't fix itself because you're frustrated. Reality doesn't shift because you resist it. Only you suffer. But the moment you accept the situation, the moment you take a breath and say, okay, it is what it is, your body relaxes, your mind calms down, your inner world softens. The traffic didn't change. You did. This is the power of acceptance, and this is how problems transform from stress into stepping stones. Because what grows inside you during life's traffic jams is patience, strength, and surrender, qualities you never develop when everything goes smoothly. 9. Letting go of control, the deepest spiritual lesson. The hardest part of accepting reality is this. We want life to follow our script, but life follows a larger script, one that is wiser, bigger, and far more aligned with your soul than your mind could ever imagine. You don't see the full picture yet. You see a moment. Life sees the whole path. You see loss. Life sees redirection. You see delay. Life sees preparation. You see rejection. Life sees protection. You see uncertainty. Life sees the gap where faith can enter. You see breakdowns. Life sees breakthroughs being built. This is why resistance hurts. It puts you in conflict with a universe that is trying to move you toward your destiny. When you stop resisting, you stop controlling. When you stop controlling, you start trusting. When you start trusting, you start transforming. Acceptance is the birthplace of faith. 10. Your spiritual journey begins the moment you stop fighting life. Think about this deeply. Your spiritual journey is not something you start when everything is peaceful. It begins the moment you stop forcing life to be different and start allowing yourself to grow through what is already here. The challenges you face today are not delays. They are alignments. They are upgrades. They are soul lessons. They are shaping your emotional muscles, your spiritual depth, your inner strength, your connection with yourself, your faith in the divine, your ability to choose peace instead of panic. When you see life this way, you realize there is no such thing as a wasted pain. There is no such thing as a meaningless problem. There is no such thing as life being unfair. Life is always instructing you, always guiding you, always preparing you, always shaping you, whether you feel it or not. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and do subscribe my YouTube channel as more and more content like this is coming. As we come to the end of this first part, I want you to pause and notice how you feel right now. Maybe something inside you feels lighter. Maybe you're beginning to see that life hasn't been punishing you. It has been preparing you. Maybe a small part of your heart is opening to the possibility that you don't have to fight reality to live peacefully within it. And yet, the journey is just beginning. Because knowing why we resist life is only the first step. The real transformation comes when we learn how to stop resisting in real time, in real situations, during real emotional storms. In part 2, we're going to go even deeper. We're going to explore how to stop resisting reality in the exact moment it shows up, how to turn emotional triggers into spiritual breakthroughs, how to shift fear into acceptance, even when your mind panics, how to see problems with a new, awakened perspective, and how to walk through life with the calm confidence of someone who trusts their path, even when they can't see it. So as you leave this first part, just hold on to one thing. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not being punished. You are being guided. And everything you've experienced until this moment has brought you right here, to the edge of a new understanding, a new inner peace, and a new chapter of your spiritual journey. I'll meet you in part 2, where the real transformation begins.